Hey guys, we're close to Valentine's Day, and Valentine's Day is one of my favorite of all celebrations. Not because of the Hallmark card, not because of what a lot of the mass society thinks about Valentine's Day. It's not about the gifts. It's about celebrating love. And I mean the love between you and your husband, you and your wife, you and your friends, you and your mom and dad, whoever it is. And what I think is so phenomenal about love is that it makes each person grow, that it basically is set in place and you're committed to it, and it helps you each become a better version of yourself. When you're dating, it's easy to get confused about what love is. I mean, is it what we see on TV? Is it what we see on books? I mean, do you have to make a lot of money to find a partner? Do you have to look really good? Do you have to have a fantastic physique? You know, when you study these things, we find out none of those is highly correlated with who actually has a good love life. There's sacrifices you should make in love, and there's sacrifices you shouldn't. And that's one of the things you should get rid of right away. It's kind of an immature way of thinking. There are things you really need for love. You need to find someone with integrity, someone who values what you value, someone whose words match their action, that they'll go the extra mile to show you they love you. You need someone who values and prioritizes the marriage as much as you do, who's willing to sacrifice what they want and put boundaries around the marriage so they can protect it and preserve it. You need someone who's going to help you carry the load, that if they say, I want kids, they're fully prepared to pitch in and get the work done that it takes to have kids. You need someone that goes with you hand in hand through the ups and downs in life. Unfortunately, a lot of times we get confused because we say, well, I made sacrifices for marriage and I know I have to give up stuff, but how much is too much? I mean, do I ever say I can't sacrifice this? Yes, there are things that you should never sacrifice for marriage because they're not healthy, and anyone who loved you would never treat you this way. And one of those things is abuse. I'm talking sexual, verbal, or physical abuse. If you are with someone who's abusive, they can't control their anger, they're violent, they no longer are able to love you. They're mentally ill, and they basically need a doctor, they need a psychiatrist, and they need a counselor. You can't love someone through that. In fact, the more you stay mum about it and you don't confide in friends or loved ones about what's going on, the more you'll make excuses for them, for their behavior. You're actually enabling their mental illness to get worse. The other thing is someone who's actively addicted to something. If you are married to an alcoholic, a drug addict, a food addict, a gambler, a whatever, basically they have shown you how this addiction has already destroyed their brain chemistry. The only thing they love is their next fix. And in order for you to help them get well, you have to leave and you have to take your kids with you. You do this because you know by staying there, you're actually enabling their excuses, you're enabling their addiction, and you're not doing anything that's going to help you create love for your kids, for your partner, mostly for yourself, and that's important. As we go through this, I sometimes look for some kind of inspiration, and I find it with this reading from Corinthians 13, because it's almost written specifically for a marriage therapist like myself, who works with this kind of issues all the time, but I'm married too, and I need to remind myself what real love is. So let me read it to you, and please consider it and act on it. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no records of right or wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love someone, and whoever you love, make sure you tell them not only on Valentine's Day, but every day, because you never have a guarantee, and all of life is about changing and evolving. While you know love, love. Have a wonderful day, you guys.